There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Malika. I'm meaning to those who are new here and those who are coming back, thank you. So I've decided to give you guys a story time, my first ever story. And yeah, as you've already seen from the title of this video, I'm going to tell you guys about how I almost dropped out of university because of friendship betrayal. I know a lot of you might probably even be thinking to yourself, like, dude, who does that, and honestly, I almost did it. I did it. I don't know if a couple of weeks of not going to school, not participating in any work or whatever is the actual dropout, but that is, if that is the case, then I did drop out and then came back after a certain time. So this is how the story begins. I was in first year. I met these ladies, beautiful ladies that I loved very much, and we were kind of like a group friendship. And by the way, I do not recommend, just a disclaimer, I do not recommend group friendships. If you guys have it, that's good, but personally I don't do group friendships anymore, at least not more than 4 people in a group, but anyway, so we were a group of people, obviously from different backgrounds and from different, we had different personalities and stuff, and we got along with each other very well, or at least I thought we got along with each other very well. First it was good, I can't complain, but then we went to second year and things started changing. It's in the group when there's that one girl that is being listened to more than anyone else. Yeah, so if this one girl, particular girl, I don't know if I should name them, if I should give them names, but I don't need to actually. So there was this particular girl who was, who was more listened to, people paid attention to whatever she said, and it was quite weird for me. I've never been around such people, and it was intense to a point where when I would make a joke, or when everyone else would make a joke, people would not laugh. But if it's that particular girl, even if it's the lamest of jokes, everyone would laugh. I was actually very shocked. But anyway, these are my friends. Oh, actually, I'm having matcha, so excuse me if I keep on drinking. Cheers. This is so good. Highly recommend that you guys drink matcha. Anyway, so this girl, everyone is laughing at her jokes, everyone takes her very serious, and for me, it really I just didn't get it. But anyway, I was tolerating it because everyone was, you understand, cool. And then it happened that we had a group assignment, so we're a group of 8 friends, if I remember really well. If I really do remember, 8 or 9 or 10, I'm not sure, but it was a very large group, yeah. Anyway, and then after being that group of friends, what happened is there was an assignment that we had been given, and we're supposed to be 8 to 10 in a group. You had to either make minimum of 8 people, 10, maximum of 10 people in a group. And obviously because we're friends, so it just goes easily and stuff. No, we distribute part, everyone does the part that they want to do, and we do the part. I do my work, whatever, and I did my part, and after doing my part, we had to submit. Unfortunately, we were just all delaying, so we were just okay, just do this, do this, and then on the day of submission, we will just bring each other's work together, and then we'll just combine and print out and submit. So unfortunately, this is on the day of submission. So fine, this is me now. I submit my work, I come to work in the morning, not my work, I come to school, I get to campus, and then I submit my work. And I think I was like, I wasn't even late because I was looking for the people. I was trying to locate them. Hi girls, where are you guys? And nobody was answering. And then eventually, like, I was just walking around campus and then I met them and I was like, oh, okay, there they are. And then I saw them. And then we were supposed to actually submit on the day. Anyway, when I get there, like, everyone is just cold towards me, but I don't get it. Like, what have I done? And then I'm like, I saw my work, so I'm trying to take out my stick and say, okay, my work is in this stick. And then somebody says, one of the ladies says, no, we're not gonna need your work. So I'm just like, why? And then, like, everyone just looks uncomfortable. Like, I don't understand, I don't get it. Anyway, this is me now giving them, and then this one stands up and says, you know what, Malifa, we've decided to exclude you from the group because you took long to come. Or I actually don't even remember why they said that they were going to exclude me from the group. Like, it didn't even make sense. But I'm just like, no, but I did my work. Like, what do you even mean? You can't exclude me on the day of submission. And they're like, no, somebody else did your part. And I'm like, so why didn't you tell me? Because I could have found another group. And like, everyone's continued, and like, they literally just mised me. And that hit me, and I was just like, what? And then I walk, like, okay, I turn around, it's just like, oh, okay. And then I turn around, and like, the minute I turn around, like, tears starts coming off, like, what just happened? And then I'm breathing, like, I'm trying to breathe, like, to calm down, because I don't understand what just happened. And I turn around to actually hear somebody say, like, come or something, like, and unfortunately I do not get that. And then even like, I walk towards, I don't even know where I'm going. Like, I literally even went like to behind lectures, like by the other side of the building, and then I cried, and I picked myself up and I was just like, you know what, girl, you need to make a plan. You can't be crying here, because anyway, your most part of your marks is dependent on this work. Just like, okay, let me just go speak to the lecturer. I don't know what to expect. I don't even know, like, how is he gonna assist me? Went to the lecturer. Luckily, was the most amazing guy. Not amazing, but like, he was the nicest. He was literally the nicest lecturers I've ever got to experience at that campus. And I'm so grateful for him. And I got to him, and before I even uttered a word, I started crying. And then he comes to me and is like, what, sit down, like, what happened? And I wasn't even that girl that, like, lecturers know, you know, so it was a bit difficult for him to even like notice who I am, or like which class I'm from. And then I told him, so something happened, and he's like, what? And it's just like, I was in this other group and we did the work, and I'm trying to explain this to him, and I'm crying, and I'm like, so they cut me from the group, they just decided this morning, whereas I did my part, what. And then he says, no, calm down, let's see what we can do. And then he takes like a list of groups, and then he says, look on the list of on this list of groups and check which group has like lesser number of people, and then you can go in. If it has like minimum of 8 people, then you can just I can just ask them to put you in the group or something. And then I saw this other one, and it had like 5 or 6 people, and then he said, and I knew like one of the ladies that was there, and me and her were really cool. So I was like, okay, let me just talk to this one, let me talk to this lady, and then ask her to put me in the group. And then I told her the situation, and then I asked her to like put me in the group, and then she was like very, very cool with it, spoke to her group mates, and they put me in the group. And then they even said like, it's fine even if you do not. Actually, what the lecturer said was that, okay, I'll give you guys I think it was Monday until Friday, so that you guys can submit the work, you know. Very kind, like, that was grace at its best. And I was like, what, thank you. And then also Libon in Nebasa Feta, so it was a bit it was like, for them, we're buying time, just like you guys put me in your group in the condition that the lecture gives us like more chance to finish. And then like they said, girl, you know what, let us perfect our work. We did well. I think that was the highest mark I've ever even received. Like on all of my modules, I've received the highest mark on that particular module. And then cool, well, I decided to, okay, just come down. But then, like, now that time is going and I'm seeing these ladies every day, and now I don't know if I can go sit with them or what, and things are becoming like very tense. And every time I see them, I cry, like tears just come off, because I'm just like, how dare you do that? Like, I just did not get it. Yo, guys, I used to talk about the story and cry. Guys, you guys, like, don't even think that like I'm crying over nonsense. It wasn't nonsense. Like, this was very deep for me because I didn't understand why. And then that after the, I think one of the classes during that week, I went to the class. Like, I'm not even the one to sit like in front rows, so I would sit like in the middle. I would like just join them wherever they are. So on that day, I used the back door. I was like, I'm gonna go in the back door just so I do not see them. Got in from the back door, and I saw them, like, got in even a little bit late. And then, like, I saw them, but every time, like, I would lay contact on one of them, like, tears would come out. Tears would come out, guys. Like, I would cry. And then I would leave the room and go to the bathroom, get myself together, come back to the class. But that day I was like, you know what, ne? Let me leave. And then I called my mom that day, and she heard me crying. And she said, what is the problem? And then I said, no, like, I've run out of food, whatever. So, okay, no, I'm gonna send you money, and then you can buy something to eat. Cool. Like, I didn't even know how to tell her. And then immediately after the money got in, I took a taxi, and got a lift from Mafikeng to Freiburg. And on the whole time in the taxi, I was just crying. I was crying. I was wearing I was wearing specs, and my specs were like darker shade. And like, they didn't even notice, but I was crying. Got to Freiburg, broke down, and I cried. And I told my mom, like, I don't want to come back. I don't want to go back. And I was like, why? I'm like, no, I don't want to go back. I don't like this course. I had to just make up a story. I hate this course. I'm failing. But like, I wasn't even failing, but I was just like, I had to just find a story. And my mom was like, no, I spent the whole week. My mom said it was during the week, and then my mom used to like remind me, like, Malifa, how am I? How am I? No, I'm still fine. Like, next week we're not doing anything at campus this week. And I'm just like, you know what, mama, like, I'm not going back there. Like, they would encourage me. Like, my mom would even call like the neighbors, so not to go back to school, guys. Yeah, I was going then to go, like. And then I was the second week passed, and I don't want to go back. I was like, I'm not going back. And then eventually, like, I don't know, I don't remember who spoke to me. I don't remember why I ended up going back to school, but I was just like, okay, let me just leave. And then I took my bags, went back to school, and it was like a whole new thing. And I got to class the following week. I think it was after the third week. So this is on the fourth week now. On the fourth week, I got to class. Like, I missed out on a lot of work. I was literally not even doing any work. I missed out on a lot of work. Like, I was behind. Yo. Anyway, like, even the fact that I missed out on the work depressed me. Get in a good lesson again, and I see these ladies, and tears just won't stop. Like, I just won't stop crying. And I feel like what could have hurt me the most was that, like, what have I done to deserve this? The fact that I didn't really know whether it's the fact that they didn't, I don't know, man. I just didn't get it. Like, I didn't get why people would, like, just change. And you think any of them came and bothered and asked, like, why I'm not with them or anything? None. I didn't blame them, but I think maybe, like, some would have wanted to come, but also they had somebody that they had to, maybe, like, I think maybe they were just, I don't know. Actually, let me just not even get to that one. But like, I just didn't know what I did to deserve that, and it really broke me. It broke me to the core. Cool. Went back and decided to I started taking it very slow and going to class. Would even like go to them, ne? But I'd realized that, like, they can't even look at me. I think Leboni never feel like guilty or something, but they couldn't even look at me. Like, they were even making small talk. Like, are you writing in this? Like, the Mutabazaru, which class are we writing in? And I'm just like, Guys, anyway, yeah, and that was the case. And then I came, and then I tried to like catch up. I went to the lecturers and explained to them. When one of the lecturers seen him as like go see therapy, advised me to go see therapy at school. There was a counselor, I think it is a counselor. There was a counselor at school, and I went to that, and then I like got there. And when I got to the counselor, I did therapy for like 2-3 days, something like that. I don't remember, but I didn't take too long because I just felt like I'm wasting time. And at that time, I didn't understand the importance of therapy. Now I do, you know. So I went. I spoke to her. It really helped me. Like, you know, she helped me to focus. She didn't really help me that much, actually. Why am I lying? Like, she didn't really do much. She was just listening to me. And I think the most important thing for me was being heard, like, was having somebody to listen to me at that time, because I've never told anybody that story. So the social worker was the first person that I ever told the story and how I felt about it. And then, yeah, she also, like, she just said, I don't know if she encouraged me to, like, go back or something. But let me also not discredit, like, honestly, she played a very huge role in my life. She really did, because if I had not been able to communicate with her regarding that, then I don't think I would have been able with anyone. Anyway, I kept on praying, and like things started becoming really better. Out of that friendship, like I only was remained with one person that now, even when like things were going, she would like check up on me, and two of them were checking up on me. Like I was hanging out with them, but I had never really told them how that made me feel. But they kind of understood the dynamics because they also removed themselves from that group friendship, and we became friends. Sad as it was, that is my story of how I almost, imagine guys, this is me going to varsity and I meet people, and because of whatever reason that I personally do not know, they chose to discredit me, and I chose to listen to them, and I just broke. Like, it broke me. It was really, 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 really the most difficult time in my life, and I'm so grateful that it taught me where to like stand in. Even with these other two friends that I was with, I knew I could not rely on them for work or anything, for my schoolwork or anything. Even if like we had more group works and stuff, I would rather go to like the groups that I don't even know the people from, you know, and just put as much effort as I possibly can. And it really taught me that you know your limit. Just don't even overstay, don't overplay a role in other people's lives. So I don't really know what that meant at that time, but eventually I got to really, really learn that that is life. Unfortunately, that is life, and that is what happened. And I've grown. I'm a stronger person now, and I'm so grateful for the experience. Had it not been of it, and I'm really okay with the ladies now. I see some of them on social media or whatever, like, but it doesn't matter. Like, all I know is that I'm healed. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I do not have any beef with anyone. I do not even wish them any bad. I see them flourishing, and I'm so happy for them because they deserve it, you know. And thank you guys so much for watching until the end. This is my story. I hope you learned a thing or two from it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in my next video.